In the previous episode, we helped Wyll break his contract with Mizora, but his father has perished in his place, essentially. And so we're going to talk to him in a moment here. But man, I just got done eating a giant bowl of cereal. I'm just feeling so bloated. I was really hungry. And, you know, it's late at night. I'm like, I'm not going to make myself some. I'm just going to get a bowl of cereal. And I'm feeling bloated. And that is going to be the theme of this episode. I'll tell you what.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mizora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
Yeah, everything has a price, you know. It's a little late for remorse, don't you think? Or you are your own man now, Wyll. It's better this way. Fantastic power play. Your father gone. You could rise up and take his place. That's kind of dark. I'm going to say you're your own man now.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom was paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
Absolutely.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
You know, I'm proud of him. He's handling this pretty well. What's our next step?
We obtain Orin's Netherstone and take back our minds and the city from the brain.
Cool. Does he have anything else he wants to chat about? Let's check. No, yeah. Cool. All done there. Can I talk to Mizora?
Moving in.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
You forced Wyll to make an impossible choice. It's true, but I mean, she does that all the time.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
She's so wily because his father already perished. Like he was no more. It's like mourning. I don't know, or it's like trying to be like, hey, this person who went to war and died in a war, you can have them back at a price. And it's like, well, that price that you're asking me to pay is far too great for someone who has already, you know, lived and died. Like at one point you just got to let it go because they're going to die again. I mean, this is a fantasy world. Unlike the real world where mortality is 100%. The fantasy world has things where that is not always the case, but that is such a rare occurrence and can't expect an average person to be able to achieve that. So you basically have to consider the average person in a fantasy world like this, their mortality rate is going to be 100%, whether it be now or sometime later. And heck, we even see that in like Lord of the Rings, where the elves are ostensibly immortal, but they still have to go to war, which means an elf will eventually die, and it's a fairly small funnel at the end of people who will make it through who don't. So, it's just an interesting thing that she's like trying to twist here. I see where the writers are going with this and how they're trying to play at certain heartstrings with Wyll on this one, but I personally don't find it a tough choice. I just find it really interesting. Yeah. You left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind.
Oh, we'll fix that.
My mistress can be so capricious.
I want a standalone, or not a standalone. I want an expansion where I go take out Zariel. Just me and my crew. We go take out Zariel. That'd be fun. You never told me how the absolutionists captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
So I just watched my wife go through. This is the fun thing about having her also play through the game and being slightly behind me, although she is catching up. She was within 5 to 10 hours now. She just entered Act 3. She initially tried to kill Mizora in the tank, and when that happens, Wyll just turns to ash. It's crazy, but that's what happens. So if you ever wondered what would happen if you kill her, now you know. I find that fascinating. I don't get it. If Wyll isn't your warlock, why stick around him? Stick around and give him power.
The absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise, and you're the best hope I've got at payback.
Yeah, you remember
no
that.
one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
Will's back there nodding his head. Yeah, it's true. Okay. If you're going to be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Wyll with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. And
I'll make sure that I, quote unquote, protect you in the fight and that you, quote unquote, don't accidentally die. I might kick her into a pool of acid or something while we're doing that. I don't know. Leave. I don't know. Maybe she ends up becoming like some kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Some advocate for Wyll.
Here goes nothing.
And, you know, tries to save him if we keep her alive. I don't know. I don't actually know how close we are to the end of the game, to be perfectly honest. All right, let's add a camp pack. So we're kind of running low on supplies. I gotta relax on my resting. It's an ironic statement. Also, I gotta make sure that I'm not randomly killing people in my sleep, because that might still happen. Every time I gotta like hold my breath. It's gonna happen. So let's go ahead and, because nobody else wants to talk to me, right? Just gonna take a quick look-see. We gotta go save Lae'zel. Not that I really want to. I kind of don't want to at all, and just let that be its. Just let her be. She can handle herself, right? She wouldn't care if we don't come running and just save her, right? Oh no, I don't want to enter a different region. Or do I? Maybe I do, because I'm missing pieces of the clown. Okay, here. Yeah, so this might. Okay. Here, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm going to quick save. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to the lower city. If I can travel back, awesome. If I can't, I'm going to reload. I'm pretty sure I can. But you never know. What I will say is I am supremely happy, looking back on the game so far, of how we have ended up where we're at. And it is a method that time and time again in our giant RPG playthroughs is proving to not lead me astray. Which is that I pick a thing for my character. I pick, specific traits that I embody my character with, and they make their decisions in the game based on that. Like what I'm describing is I role play my character. the way that they would actually make their decisions and whatnot. And I'm constantly playing these large games, you know, for example, like Mass Effect Legendary Edition, this.
Slain! Joy! Freedom! Close.
Uh-oh.
Help me! Help you! Reciprocation! Witnesses eliminated. You walk free. You won. Task. Kill Orin. Kill Orin. Kill Orin. Kill Orin.
Okay. That has me excited and questioning at the same time. There's a lot to talk about there. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay, let's wrap up my thought before so I could jump into this new one. So yeah, we constantly are making these decisions in the game, and it always leads us down a path that I am satisfied with. Whereas I see these other examples, I wouldn't say always leads this path. We sometimes reload certain choices or things that we have failed. But look at that guard back there balancing. Man, he's doing a great job. I can't stop looking at him. There's a lot going on my screen right now. Like that orc woman just walked past, and man, she had swagger. Anyway, so I sometimes reload when I fail choices, but it's not like I'm reloading because it's like, oh, that's a choice I just absolutely did not like the outcome of. Usually when it's that, it's, wow, that was not clear that was going to happen. And that I totally wouldn't have chosen that. So yeah, I'm just really happy with how we are doing our RPG playthroughs. And in one of the most complex RPGs ever made, it is still carrying us through. In fact, it is doing such a phenomenal job of it that I'm going to go out and say, I think this is the way to play RPGs. Not the obvious answer here of just like role-playing your character. But yeah, figuring out what your character believes in and what their motivations are and making the decisions based on that. And you will not be disappointed when you get to big decisions in the game. It may be hard to make those decisions because you have to really weigh things. But for the most part, you've got to consider that it's the choices your character would make, and you got to live with those. And I think that is a way more fun way of doing it, with one exception: the stupid tadpole thing being a half mind flayer. That was the only thing in this game where I'm like, dang it, I wish I just didn't use any of them, because I barely used the powers at all. So second playthrough, I would never even touch them. Okay, final thing. That Elder Brain thing. Obviously, Elder Brain wants us to kill Orin, right? Because the Elder Brain wants to be free. But it seems like they're trying to make a deal with us. And that I'm interested in. Can I team up with the Elder Brain? Do I not need the Emperor at all? For the stout and the sturdy. Can I read this? No, no. Can we right click? Read. I don't want to steal it. I just want to read it. Adventurers wanted for perilous and profitable quest. Master Loricon, the Arcanist of Athkatla, the recluse of, oh my goodness, why are all these proper nouns? Seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover storied artifact, the Night Song, for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply. Fame, glory, and incredible fortune assured. Find the Night Song. That's interesting. Night Song decided to camp with us. We should see what the wizard in Baldur's Gate wants with her. Yeah. Cool, we can do that. Alright, we got a guard here on a gallows. What are they talking about? Should I go talk to these people? Oh, there's people over here too. Oh man, there's so many people I want to talk to. All right, I'm gonna talk to them first. I'm gonna go down and talk to these other.
Don't get too comfortable. It's only a matter of time before the army of the Absolute gets here.
Voice actor sounded really familiar. Can't place a finger on it.
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
Okay, so yeah, he's like, yeah, there's some unrest here. It's very true, there is. Let me just take a quick look around. Basilisk Gate. Wow, there's a lot here. Talk to Gauntlet Devella in the Elf Song Tavern. Murder target Rover. Murder target Cora. Murder target Frank. The Wizard of Waterdeep. Speak to the bookseller at the Sorceress Sundries. Speak to Loricon. Investigate the suspicious toys. Man, there's a lot going on here. Are the rest of these all murder targets? Murder. Investigate Cazador's Palace. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go south here and hit up those other ones. Though, I do kind of want to, excuse me, go look up here maybe? Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Let's go to the Sundries and see what's going on over there. The Storm Shore Tabernacle. There's a lot here. I'm just skipping over just to get to where I want to go. So I gotta keep that in mind. I'm gonna have to come back and look at all this. Awesome.
Your look serves you well, though.
I'm 10 years behind. Don't want the youth to think I'm not, you know, with the times.
They're having a little conversation. It's a shame you miss it so easily when you're traveling. More earthquakes. I like how like nobody else seems to react to those. Why is there a defeated steel watcher here?
A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, "Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks."
Oh. West Docks. Man, West Docks are probably like way over there. Interesting. Yeah, I would absolutely go to the West Docks and take a look at that because again, Ken has informed me of a little bit of how to take care of them. I just want to disable all of them. That might be a bad idea though.
Do you know how hard it was to get those cabbages into the city? Nigh on impossible.
What is he doing? Playing Sheriff of Nottingham? Great game, by the way. Anti-hag support group poster. Attention, have you been hexed by a hag? Lost a loved one to a deal? You're not alone. Join other survivors of hag treachery at Baron Coop. Alone we're vulnerable, but together we stand up against hags. That's funny. There's a murder target in this building here.
The city is full of criminals. We can't let them know.
I think I'm gonna go. Oh wait, it's a barricade. Can I take this barricade down? Area under investigation. Uh-oh.
Flaming Fist investigation underway. Stay back.
Let's quick save. We don't, you know, we're not gonna interrupt a Flaming Fist investigation and be attacked, but you know, we'll get in here. What's going on in this building? Hey, you guys. Oh, crap, he's dead already. Oh, that sucks. Man, you're all failing your perception checks. All of you. Bloodstained parchment. Okay, what is this? Messy splatters of deep red brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dreadlord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list, blah, blah, blah. So these are this is an updated list, it looks like. Okay. Bed. No, don't lay in the... Oh, my goodness. Traveler's chest. I saw a hatch there, but... Bloodied note. Let's read it. Scrap of bloody paper scrawled in erratic, excitable hand. You've been picking where you shouldn't, pear tree. Placing the lordling's fire spitters throughout my city. Disgusting. They leave no blood. There's no art in it at all. Just burnt ash and corpse cinder. I walk through your basement here as I pen this. It's rather large, roomy. They'd never find all the bits of you if I spread them out here properly. Ew, gross. So obviously an investigation already going on here. Astarion, buddy? Oh, I don't have Astarion. I have Wyll with me. Crap, let's go back to camp real quick. I forgot that he was in my group. Oh, no, we're in a new camp. Crap, I gotta learn this camp. Crap, where's Wyll? Where's everybody? Carlack's there. It's kind of cool. It's like a whole lower city camp. I like that. I like that the camps do change. It keeps things fresh. It's like a weird little, yeah, fairly easy thing to do. Just, well, relatively, right?
Welcome to the lower city.
Yeah.
Where Baldur's Gate truly... Are
You stay here.
The blade stands at the and just when things were warming...
So, it's a fairly easy thing to do to just set up like a tiny level like this. It takes a level designer maybe a week of work to like really get in here, set up a cool level, test it for flow and accessibility on certain things. But after that's all done, then you've got a new camp set up. Like, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Gods, this is the first you can forget.
Oh wait, and why am I skipping this?
How much color there is in the world.
Yeah. You're in the lower city. You all right? Come on, focus. You have to work to do. Paint a picture to last longer. You all right?
Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something?
Where is it? Boo, boo, boo. Come with us.
Darling, lead on.
All right, let's leave camp. I've heard way too much of Asterion lately with my wife playing. She's romancing him. Loose planks, okay. Oh, that's where we get our key. Does the key open this? No? Okay. Asterion, buddy. Lockpick this, please. What's the key for then, huh? Let's give you guidance. Cool, unlocked. Let's go down.
Despite everything.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else here, really. All right, let's go down. What's in here? It's basement. Oh no, contagious little Kimabeth. Longsword +1.
Huge.
It is. Like,
And is that a burning heart?
oh no. So, what is this corpse? Is it Goliath? Clown severed arm. All right, we found his arm.
Dribbles, no doubt.
All right, this is the effigy of Yagashura, who burned his mortality. What used his heart? He thought himself a titan, but died whispering for his mother. Below is an exaggerated signature written in blood or in the red. Casey Waystone. There's an offer. Okay, let's read this. Dear Mr. Peartree, lovely corner you've winnowed for yourself. Man of your means, I like your house. Frank Peartree. Yet, as the pauper said to the priest when he espied the cathedral's interior, it could be improved, sir. That is what I'm writing to you about. You see, I have an offer for you, Frank. I have in my possession a tremendous quantity of infernal iron. Its acquisition is immaterial. What matters is this. I shall need assistance distributing the weapons forged from this exquisite iron to the city's, let's call it the city's more colorful dimension. I find you uniquely qualified for this endeavor, owing to your diverse, eclectic, and puissant contacts throughout Baldur's Gate. Let me add to those contacts, Frank. It'll work out for you. Mutual benefit and all. I'll be in touch. Think on it. Yours in faith, Enver Gortash. Freaking Gortash. He's dead now, so it doesn't really matter to us, does it? Hell's Unleashed. Guide to Avernus. All right, let's go look over to this door. Why do I have a feeling that we just opened up, not unlocked? Excuse me, man, I bloated. Why did I feel we just like opened ourselves up to like a whole new thing here? Ooh, a longsword. Give me that. There's a wooden chest. Let's go planar binding. It looks like it's supposed to be oh no, it's a candle. Gotcha. Ooh, strong box. Short sword +2. It's okay. Half plate armor +2. It's also okay. Nothing is beating our armor we got. Like, just hands down. Enhanced weapons sales ledger. Okay. Ledger records the acquisitions and sales in Gortash's infernal weapons trade. Infernal iron acquired from diabolic sources, use thereof in forging enhanced arms and armor, and sales and distribution through Gortash's network, and to other wholesalers such as the Zedarim and the Knights of the Shield. The final entry is as follows. Note for Gortash: the Knight organization appears to be collapsing, and sales to them are in steep decline. However, this is more than made up for by the shipments toward new contacts in and the Escatula receipts next month should make everyone happy. So he was an arms dealer, essentially. That's what it boils down to. I didn't see any other doors down there. Maybe he was just yeah, maybe his place was just being used. Help to hag survivors. You know what? I do want to help the hag survivors, but I really want to go speak to Lorican and the Wizard of Waterdeep thing. Which means I need to get Gale. Oh, I'm going the wrong way here, aren't I? Is that not a door? No. Okay, so I gotta go all the way down and around. And then we got the suspicious toys down here, which, goodness, I mean, maybe we could. Oh, so much stuff in the city. Goodness, you thought the other one was got a lot going on. This game just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I got lost, and then when I found Mummy and Daddy again, they wouldn't get up. I shouldn't have run away. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I thought the Gazette got bad after I left. It's
that's
been
really
so
sad.
Terrible since Gortash died.
Little Unfounders Forks gutted. Didn't see it happen, or thank the gods. City's home to some proper sick bastards.
Yeah, so this is not the toy thing, but the suspicious toy thing is like right down there. I just want to do this other quest first. Just want to do it first. The Steel Watcher is doing the moonwalk for a second. Pretty impressive, actually. There's a dog here. What? What's that? Oh, well, just normal magician things. Shadowheart, do you have to speak with animals? You do. Talk to the dog. That's a cat.
Seeker. Have you come to swear yourself to Shress by my paw?
Shress, as in Shress's caress?
Yes, and no. Your kind has lost their way in their worship of the feline of Felicity. You only hold to her basest tenets. Now, will you heed our mother's call and bolster her as she crushes the heathen absolute beneath her divine paw?
Do you ever get the feeling when you're watching a movie, or heck, when you're even reading a book and you're kind of like thinking of characters in the book and how they're speaking and whatnot, do you ever just get the feeling sometimes like, man, this character is typecasted for Alan Rickman? Because I feel like this is that character in Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, I pledge myself to Shress. I'm not sure Shress is the goddess for me.
Shress shall mourn your absence, but always honor your capriciousness as her own.
I just
May your dusks be
don't want to make my
long,
own god angry.
and your hunger fleeting.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go up this way. Ooh, what the heck is that thing? Clank. Oh, conversation. Spit on me?
The Blade of Frontiers. All pomp and empty oaths. The Sword Coast's most dashing fraud. You are either a fool for trusting him or a wretch for conspiring with him.
Wait, this is Floric.
Doesn't matter which. Lady Mizora told me everything. How Wyll slaughtered his own father.
What?
How he craves his power.
Okay, we gotta
How
set her
he
straight.
means to make the city bow to him and him alone. This city holds no place for you or for Ravengard's treacherous spawn.
History. A relevant thread of knowledge pokes at your mind. Explore it. Or detect thoughts like a probe her mind. When we found you in prison, you'd given up. Who's the hypocrite here? I mean, I can't check my history here. -1. Goodness. I kind of want to detect thoughts for a second. And I'm going to try to get this to actually work. So that's why I'm quick saving here. I can't believe Mizora just went and blabbed and then completely embellished all of the well, actually, you know what? I can't believe it. That is exactly what she would do. I have a -1. With guidance, I might be able to get a 10. Shut up. Shut up. There we go.
The Blade of Frontiers, hero of the Sword Coast, and his own father's killer. I can barely believe it.
I could say the Blade has saved countless lives. He is still the man you thought he was. I think maybe I should say that.
At ease. By the living gods, I believe you.
Really?
What darkness has fallen upon us? There's something you must know. I should have told Wyll sooner, but I'd hoped somehow Ravengard would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult were successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists abducted him, he told me that should he fall, I should seek Wyll out and give him a message. Wyll was schooled in the ways of the great champions. He is to use those lessons to wake the worm sleeping beneath Baldur's Gate. The worm is oath-bound to answer the call and come to the city's aid.
Oh, that is really interesting. A worm. Are you saying that there's a dragon living under the city?
A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him.
Heck yeah.
The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldurin he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened. But just the once. The city has faced countless threats. But Ravengard knew it could not survive the absolute slaughter. With him gone and the city near ruin, the worm's awakening now falls to you and Wyll. The Duke gave me this. The Legend of Ansur, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you, or do not, and see Baldur's Gate burn to ash.
Wow. That is incredibly cool. Your faith is well-founded. I will take your message to Wyll. Please, you're stacking the city's future on a fairy tale. Let the dragon sleep. I'll deal with the Absolute on my own terms. No, let's get all the help we can get. Yeah. Faith is well-founded.
Thank you. In darkness, I see your light.
That's just my
I should
shiny
go.
weapon.
I know of still others that might help us when the battle horns call. Unleash the worm. Let its tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. And may they be driven forever from the coast.
See, this is what I mean by what I was saying. The fact that we released her from prison, because that's what my character would do, and then that comes and pays it off in the end, where now we can get the dragon. It's like, that's super freaking cool. And I know some people who will have done, Baldur's Gate 3 is like their first D&D experience. I should say that a little bit of knowledge goes a long way here. in the fact that when you consider dragons in D&D, there are two different schools. There's the chromatic dragons, and then there's the metallic dragons, which are like, you know, the good are the metallic and the chromatic are the bad. And so like chromatic are like the reds, the greens, the blues, you know, the color dragons, the black dragons. Those are typically evil dragons. Whereas the metallics, the bronze, the gold, the silver, that stuff, they're usually good dragons and want to help. So we can already know, like, yes, if it is a bronze dragon, they will likely try to help us. So we can rely on that.
Your mind tingles as it opens to Wyll. He learns of Mizora's meddling and Floric's tale of the dragon Ansur.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue.
Yes.
Trying to set Floric against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos.
I want to kill her.
What matters now is that Floric saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate.
Yeah. Do I think the dragon's been living under Baldur's Gate? Big enough dragon could annihilate scores of cultists. We need Ansur's help. Raven Guard's dead, and he's still got you running errands. What is Daddy's boy? Yeah, big enough dragon could annihilate scores of cultists.
Go on, read the Legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps.
Okay. Leave. Is he like, yo, read the book? Is that what he's saying? Latest legend. Read, okay. Might be doing this for a while. Baldur's Gate. Great Baldurian's birth. O Baldurian founder do veneration, his guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth, the savior below, our eternal elation. To Wyrmway, neath the prisoner's deepest level, to be found by not a soul, nor devil. Note, entrance in Wyrm Rock Prison? Question mark? That's nice. That's good to know. We've already cleared that out. With a lightning shock, a true hero's spark flickers, the torch alight, and Wyrm's eyes shall awaken a glitter. Something about sparks, torches, use lightning skills? Its trials no common adventurer may exceed, when each day sends forth new ones to their fates. But one great hero, by the founder's will decreed, shall once again grant our age the heart of the gate. Note, only a great hero can pass the trials and awaken Ansur. Cool. All right, now let's...
Wyrm Rock Prison. But what's this of a true hero spark?
I just got to fart on something, I'm sure.
Let's talk.
About the Legend of Ansur.
It's not just a legend. It's a history. Consider this. To Wyrmway neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Wyrm's Rock Prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wyrmway.
Well, yeah, Wyrm's Rock. It makes sense.
With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Wyrm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Baldurin's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
I like this. All right, leave. Man, I guess we're gonna have to recruit him and go back to Wyrm's Rock. But first, let's go swap Asterion out. We're gonna pick up Wyll, and we're gonna go into this Sundaries.